Good morning. My name is Don. Welcome to my channel. In this video today, we're going to make a quick tutorial in Python. I'm just making I'm making a clock that simply just tells the real time that's going on based off of your computer time or the time you have on your computer. This is a very beginner friendly project. I hope you guys enjoy. Also, if there's any tutorials or any subjects you want to cover that I haven't covered in my videos, please feel free to comment, let me know, and I can make a tutorial about the different projects or different things you want to learn. In this video, I'm going to be using Visual Studio Code as my code editor, and it's going to be in Python, and I'm going to be using the library Tkinter, which is going to give us our graphical user interface that is going to display the time. Okay, let's begin on building our alarm clock, our digital clock. So first thing first, we need to create a folder. We're going to name this project alarm clock. And we just hit just alarm clock. Next thing we're going to do is go in Visual Studio Code. We're going to go to File, Open Folder. You're going to select the folder you just created, the alarm clock. We're going to set that as our directory. Next, we're going to create a new file. You're going to type Python as language. I'm going to save this as alarm clock.py. Okay, now that we have our file open, now we're going to import our library Tkinter. Tkinter as tk. Remember, Tkinter is it's a library that creates graphical user interfaces. We're going to import time. Now we're going to define our function. We're going to create our function define update time. We're going to say current time is equal to time dot as strft time. And now we're going to do percentage h, which stands for hour, colon, percentage m for minute, colon, and then we're going to do percentage s for second. Next, we're going to create our clock label. We're going to say clock underscore label. Config. We're going to say text equals current time. We're going to say root after update underscore time. Now that we've defined our function, now we have to take all this information right here, and we're now going to use Tkinter to display that information on our graphical user interface so we can see it. So we're going to say root equals tk root title clock root geometry. We're going to say 200 by 100. This is creating the window screen, the size of our window screen. You're always going to use root equals tk.tk. You're always going to do the title. Root's always going to be the first thing that you're going to use when it comes to Tkinter. So now we're going to set our clock label. We're going to say tk label root. Font. We're going to set the font. Helvetica. I'm going to pick the size 40 pixels. Now, now that we gave the command for what we want to be displayed on Tkinter on our graphical user interface, we now have to pack it to display it. This is pretty much giving the command to display what we presented here. So we're going to say clock underscore label pack, and then we're going to do, oops, we're going to do add y equals 20. I'm going to say update time, and then we're going to create our main loop. So it runs root main loop. Now we're going to hit file, save, and now we're going to run it. Name TK is not defined. Let's take a look. Oh, another thing right here. This happens a lot. Like, it's kind of like with your cell phone. You type in a couple letters and then, sometimes it'll give you a word that you didn't mean to type. So be careful with that when it comes to programming. It should be as TK, not Tkinter. So it should say import Tkinter as TK. Hit file, save, and you're going to run it. Okay, what do we have going on here? It says time.strft time. Okay, let's take a look. Get rid of that extra T, file save, and there you go. You have your graphical user interface displaying the real time. It is 4:11 here in South Carolina, and it's 4:11 on this clock that we created. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to comment below. If there's a tutorial you would like me to create, feel free to comment below, and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Thank you.